That a swipe of your credit card could cost you more than expected. That is because a change in laws allows retailers to now charge up to 4% of a purchase just for choosing plastic. Our financial expert, Karen Jenkins, is here to sort it all out in today's Women, Wisdom, and Wealth. And Karen, you always tell us to beware of added fees or unnoticed fees, and this one is one that we need to pay a lot of attention to.
You want to pay attention to it, but the information came out as though it was actually going to go into effect right now. A lot of the retailers that have been polled by the National Retail Federation say they won't even implement this process. What they've done in their actual cost is included that fee. So it's kind of double dipping if they do that. But to make sure that you're not caught, you want to make sure that you look at the interest of the doors, because they're now required, if they choose to do the passing on of the fee, they are required to let you know by posting it somewhere at the entrance.
Some sort of public notice, so you should see a notice knowing if you shop at that retailer with a credit card, that there will be an additional fee. So who will this impact? Anybody who has a credit card?
Well, it's not Visa, MasterCard. Of course, they already charge you their fees. It's basically your department store cards, Walmart, Sears, Target. These are the individuals that through an antitrust settlement have been given the option to charge. Most of them say they probably won't.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Debit cards, are they impacted at all?
Debit cards are not included. And in this instance, there's actually 10 states that don't allow you to charge those excess fees, and MasterCard and Visa require all of the merchants to do the same across the board. So if you have a card in, say, that particular state, and the company decides they want to charge that fee, they can't, because by law they aren't allowed to do it, and they have to be consistent.
I got you. They've got to be consistent there. You already mentioned that the National Retail Federation is indicating that a lot of their members don't intend to do this, but as you said, we need to keep an eye out for those notices so that if a company does start charging those fees, you aren't caught off guard. You mentioned this is not going into effect right away. For those who choose to enforce it, when will it go into effect?
Well, because most of them say they won't, we're not looking for it to happen. But of course, because it's open now, they actually haven't settled. The final ruling has not been made on this legislation. So we're probably looking into 2014 as a final, but they do have the option today.
All right. And you always give us great advice about being smart about using credit cards anyway.
Pay attention, look at your statements, make sure you're being smart about that purchase.
Good advice as always, Karen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judy.
Dondi?